Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources.
Washington Post World, October 6, 12:01 America, New York. Outage and whistleblower testimony renew focus on dangers of Facebook's global reach. Facebook is once again mired in mounting troubles that have returned it to the spotlight.
Time, October 6, 7:11 America, New York. Duo share Nobel Chemistry Prize for work on solar cell advances. Two scientists, working independently of each other, won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for their work into molecular construction and its impact on a range of uses from solar cells to battery storage.
RT World News, October 6, 7:09 America, New York. Dutch court says government has right to demand Corona pass, despite widespread protests. A Dutch court has given its backing to the government, dismissing a call to scrap the Netherlands Corona pass, which is required to enter restaurants, bars, museums, theaters, and other public places. RT World News, October 6, 7:07 America, New York. Abstinence and condoms? AI chatbot in Singapore dropped after giving strange advice about testing positive for COVID-19. Singapore's Ministry of Health, MO, has taken down a chatbot tool after it dispensed a series of misaligned responses, including safe sex advice, to questions about COVID-19 concerns.
October 6, 7:05 America, New York. U.S. Department of Education overhauls Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. The U.S. Department of Education announced major changes Wednesday to a federal student loan forgiveness program that the agency says could bring relief to thousands of borrowers working in government and nonprofit sectors.
Time, October 6, 7 o'clock America, New York. Charlize Theron and Darren Walker on how to end global vaccine inequity. This month, for the first time in 2 years, the G20 will meet in Rome to discuss a global, multilateral agenda. The stakes could not be higher. Certainly, member states are feeling the COVID-19 pandemic's ongoing consequences.
RT World News, October 6, 6:57 America, New York. Germany's coalition talks. Greens favor in-depth negotiations with SPD and FDP, but don't reject Merkel's bloc just yet. Germany's Greens said they have so far found more common ground with the Social Democrats and FDP in negotiations to form the next government and replace Angela Merkel as chancellor.
Mirror World News, October 6, 6:49 America, New York. Mystery fever kills 24 children as sudden deadly outbreak sweeps through India. A second fever is spreading through northern India after 8 children died in Palwal, Haryana, just hours after falling ill as health officials launch a medical investigation.
October 6, 6:45 America, New York. Why we label ordinary objects as too special to use. Years ago, I bought a blouse at Target. That same day, I considered putting it on, but for no particular reason decided not to. That weekend, I again considered wearing the blouse, but the occasion didn't seem good enough, so again, I passed.
World CBS News, com. October 6, 6:41 America, New York. Singapore patrol robots warn people of undesirable behavior. Officials say the technology is needed to reduce the policing burden, but some worry RoboCop is becoming all too real.
BBC News World, October 6, 6:34 America, New York. Evacuated Afghan girl's pet bird finds sanctuary with French envoy. Juji the Mina now lives at the ambassador's residence in Abu Dhabi, and can even tweet bonjour. Mirror World News, October 6, 6:26 America, New York. Taliban hang 3 criminals from diggers as brutality returns to war-torn Afghanistan. Warning. Graphic pictures of the corpses were shared on social media, showing the bodies being hoisted into the air and left hanging by their necks from the raised arms of 2 diggers.
New York Times World News, October 6, 6:21 America, New York. The search for a COVID test. Rapid tests will soon be more available in the U.S. People lining up outside a COVID-19 test center in Coral Springs, Florida.
PowerPost, October 6, 6:21 America, New York. Are Democrats willing to change the filibuster to raise the debt ceiling? President Biden has also invited bank CEOs to the White House today for a meeting to warn of what administration officials say will be disastrous consequences if the debt ceiling isn't raised.
October 6, 6:18 America, New York. Woman suffers significant burns while trying to save her dog from a hot spring at Yellowstone. A woman suffered significant thermal burns from her shoulders to her feet while trying to save her dog who jumped into a hot spring at Yellowstone National Park, officials said Tuesday. October 6, 6:13 America, New York. ISIS-K suicide bomber who carried out deadly Kabul airport attack had been released from prison days earlier. The ISIS-K suicide bomber who carried out a terrorist attack at Kabul International Airport in late August, killing 13 U.S. service members and dozens of Afghans, had been released from a prison near Kabul just days earlier when the Taliban took control of the area, according to 3 U.S. officials.
BBC News World. October 6, 6:07 America, New York. Chemistry Nobel awarded for mirror image molecules. A Briton and a German have been awarded the Chemistry Nobel for their work to build new molecules.
October 6, 6:03 America, New York. Nobel Prize in Chemistry goes to Benjamin List and David Macmillan. The Nobel Prize in Chemistry has been awarded to Benjamin List and David W. C. Macmillan for the development of asymmetric organocatalysis. October 6, 6:03 America, New York. Inside Boris Johnson's post-Brexit bubble. Boris Johnson should be in trouble. There are very real challenges to everyday life unfolding all over Britain. October 6, 6:01 America, New York. Arnold Schwarzenegger says January 6 insurrection is what happens when people are being lied to about the elections. Former California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger, who warned of the dangers of fascism following the insurrection at the U.S. Capitol last winter, said he feels the events of Nazi Germany mirror what happens to when people are being lied to about the elections. October 6, 5:51 America, New York. Muhammad Ali, rare sketches by boxing great sell for nearly $1 million at auction. A collection of paintings and sketches by the late Muhammad Ali sold for a total of $945,524 at Bonham's Auctioneers in New York on Tuesday.
World CBS News, com. October 6, 5:36 America, New York. Anti-Semitic graffiti found on Auschwitz Nazi death camp barracks. The Auschwitz-Birkenau Museum called the inscriptions an outrageous attack on the symbol of one of the greatest tragedies in human history.
RT World News. October 6, 5:33 America, New York. Slovenian police deploy water cannon and tear gas against hundreds marching in protest of COVID restrictions before major EU summit. Police in Slovenia's capital Ljubljana clashed with crowds demonstrating against COVID restrictions, deploying horse-mounted officers, tear gas and water cannon to disperse people on the eve of today's European Union summit there.